What's up, team? It's the 7th of January, and we are back again in the charts, which is our first Tuesday of the year. And I'm truly excited to be here, guys, with you guys, given that most of our setups they actually present themselves on Tuesday. So, on today's particular episode, I'm going to be speaking about food things. First of all, we are going to go through the markets, and then I'm going to be giving you more information on the system, on how it really works. On I'm going to be showing you also a couple accounts of my users. I think three or four accounts, perhaps or five that different accounts of the users that have been using the system and that have been benefiting from it. Okay, so first of all, as always, we gotta check out the news. And as you can see, it's January 7. We can see we already had a CPI news on CHF. We got a GBP construction PMI, core CPI flash estimate. It's at 5 a.m. All of these are Eastern time, so which means these are New York time. You gotta add it to your, make sure to your clock. Let me just make sure for you guys. Yeah, Eastern times. Okay. Then at 10 a.m. we have USD red news, which is the one that we have to be careful with. And 7:30 p.m. I don't think we're gonna be trading. So CPI at AUD, which is completely fine. Okay, so first of all, what we're gonna be doing is looking over the DXY, given that it can help us identify our next market movement. So as we can see right here currently, let me just change these colors a little bit for you guys. Okay. Okay, so as you can see right here, we had our peak formation low, which is like our multi-station W over here. So we had 1 week of rise, 1, 2, 3. We had 2 weeks of rise, and we had 3 weeks of rise. So now we started off this week by dropping. So right around this point, currently from my point of view, there are two probabilities, right? Probability number one would be price coming down here, rejecting and going up, right? And this would be considered as a multi-session W, and at the same time, we would also consider this a reset because obviously, if you look at the bigger picture, you have level one, level two, and level three. So we would also consider this as a reset. Uh, right. So we gotta see what the US dollar is gonna do here, and then by extension, um, because if the US dollar rejects and starts going up, this means that the euro is gonna continue dropping. So by extension, our next move will be looking at the euro, right? Okay. Our next move will be looking at the euro. So when we also come to the euro and we can see, let me just go to the H4. I need to clear my charts a little bit. You can see that the euro had been dropping for 3 weeks as well. We had our peak formation high. We had first week of drop, 1, 2, 3 levels. We had our second week of drop, consolidate, and we have our 3 weeks, third week of drop, which is over here. So now, which is the same, we have two probabilities. You have two probabilities, obviously. Um, obviously this right here could also be a reset. Then we continue to the downside, somewhere over here. Normally, I would actually want it to be a reset, and I want it to be a reset because this would be good, given that if you can tell, if you can see over here, um, price came all the way up here yesterday, rejected, and now we are coming out of the Asian, and you see like in three bursts, they're going to the upside, right? and they've already taken out the ADR high, and we also have the daily high. So if we were to mark, we would say that this is a strong area somewhere over here because we have yesterday highs, we have ADR, we have also price breaking through the Asian session to the high side. We could say that this is a fake move. So I actually would be very much interested in taking a sell from this point, at least to here, or it could be to here. But yeah, at this point, I would be very much interested in taking a sell on a Euro USD, right? From this point onwards. But obviously, I still gotta wait for the proper entry. Let's see what price is going to do at this point, and then we only react to what price shows us, right? Yeah, let's see which kind of rejection is going to give us at this point, and then perhaps we can enter a sell on Euro USD today. And okay, another point of view from my side is that is that GBP USD. Apologies. Um, can see we also had three levels of drop. Let me just do this. We had one, we had two, we had three, right? Three levels of drop, and it's also playing somewhere around this area over here. Let me just box it in. Even though on GBP USD it's not as clear as on Euro USD, but at the same time, I also like the fact that it has broken above our yesterday's high, right? Over here, gave us the first leg, came down. Um, and now out here, we have to wait and see because we have the AD at a high. Let's see if price is going to reject this area, and if it rejects also, we would be looking to sell GBP USD as well. So we need to be patient always and wait for proper confirmation. Let me just save this. We always wait for proper confirmation, and we only execute based on what the market shows us. So most often I don't like to end up analyzing a lot of pairs, especially if I know that I have found a pair that has a potential of giving me the setup I want. I don't like to go over the charts and continue to look for different pairs. That's when you end up confusing things and you end up taking the wrong trades and identifying the wrong setups. On this specific pair here, I can tell that this is another level. This is why I moved it right away because I could actually identify the level that we are in right now. So only stick to what you can see. Don't force yourself on the market. Don't force your beliefs and your ideas on the market. Just let it show you the setup and then you only react to that. Because even at this point, as you can see, I'm also starting to like this setup on Euro CAD because of the simple fact that I can clearly see, right? And I can easily mark my levels. So only stick to what you can see. And if you don't find something, you don't have to trade every single day. That's when you end up forcing your way in and you get sidetracked and you end up like, instead of improving, you end up beating yourself up because you're definitely gonna you're definitely gonna take the wrong trade. And after taking the wrong trade, obviously mess up with your capital. And then you start beating yourself up over one trade. Do not let one trade define you as a trader, whether it's a win or it's a loss. Don't let it define you as a trader. Okay. So first of all, I also like how this page is displaying. I actually really like it, so I'm just gonna put it over here. Also, aside from these three pairs. So today I'm looking at GBP USD, Euro USD, and Euro CAD. So from my personal point of view, I actually like how Euro CAD is behaving. I just need some sort of confirmation from it. because obviously we have our first leg. They're giving us a second leg at the beginning of, let's see if this is going to reject and come down a little bit so that we can enter this specific trade maybe somewhere from this point, over here. And we would see, we would be looking to the downside. Maybe we could target the ADR low, or even better, we could target the day low. And for those who like to hold, you could target until the low of, I think this was last week's low. Yeah, you could also target that, which is like over 146 pips in profit, right? So, um, this is my point of view on these pairs. So you guys, I'm not saying that's exactly what's gonna happen. You guys just have to analyze as well and just use this as this is my point of view. As I mentioned, just use this as an extra confirmation. If it's within your analysis as well and you believe and you are confident in it, you can also take this trade and benefit from it as well. So yeah, okay, so whilst we wait for these setups to present themselves as well, I'm gonna be diving a little bit. Okay, let me just, I like to put, okay, so here are the two probabilities. Price could still go up here and go down, or it could reject over here, making the perfect M over here. And we go into the downside, which I would actually love. Then we would be taking this trade as well because we also taking on a FTMO challenge. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be enlightening you guys on that specific one. And soon enough, I'll definitely drop the video as well as soon as I'm done with the challenge as well. So now I'm going to be enlightening you on the system and its performance. So first things first, okay. This is one of our users' account. Currently, as you can see, this user deposited $1,000 into it. $1,000 into it, and we got our current profit of 359. We could say 360. Yeah, 359, 360, which is our current profit. Uh, and this has been done. This has been done in less than 3 months, actually, as you can see. I think about a 2 months and a half or so. Yeah, this has been done. So this is a system that can help all those who don't have any knowledge because I get a lot of questions like how does it really work and everything. So I'm gonna clear that up for you guys. The bot completely trades for you. Like it opens trade, manages, even closing trades, everything. You don't have to do anything at all. You don't have to do anything at all so that you can benefit from this system. So normally, as I mentioned, the minimum deposit is $500, but I prefer all those who put at least 1,000 and above, given that you can get a better return for your money. And not to mention that also it's way better given that as the account grows, your funds also your capitals are growing way faster as well. So I'm gonna to this is a one of client's account on Pool Prime, so I'm gonna to be going on the second one, this one as well. So on this specific account, the client also deposited about $1,000, right? I don't know why it's showing 1.2, but they withdrew about $100. Let me just go to all time history. Yeah, 1.246. Yeah, exactly 1.246 right now, which is the current money we have. And the same client also already withdrew about $104. And we have another profit of 150 currently. This is where we are standing, 1.246. So as you can see already, it's a system that allows you to earn about 10% on a monthly basis or so, sometimes even up to 15% on a monthly basis or more. So basically, I made it in a way that it's more of a safe long-term investment. So for all those who are trying to get it, you can just hit me up and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel since I'll be giving you more videos like these ones and I'll be enlightening you guys. And pretty soon enough, also, I'll be dropping you courses on how to really analyze like I do and how to really execute your trades and all of these things. Because right now, obviously, I'm sharing this analysis, but I'm not giving you in depth, like how can you identify this setup, what to look for, all of these things, Obviously, I'm gonna make it clear for you, given that even when I started up in this industry, I wanted people to at least be clear with me and at least tell me what other people are no longer telling me, given that sometimes you might end up wasting so much time using the wrong strategies and learning the wrong strategy only to find out later on that it's all the effort you've put. It was for nothing. So can't really say it was for nothing, but yeah, to a certain extent, right? But yeah, this is it for today's video. So I'll be enlightening you guys maybe on the next video on the trading setups and how they went. So yeah, this is my point of view of the market for this specific day.